Hello friends, welcome back. In this video we are going to see quick tips and tips for Asus Zenfone, and this is the Zenfone 2 variant Zenfone Selfie, and this works pretty well in all the Zenfone models. For the delay, let's get into it. So this is the volume rocker key at the back and the power button is at the top, so pretty awkward position. But moving on to the tip number 1, it has a double tap to wake and double tap to lock option. This is one of my favorite option because of this phone sporting a 5.5-inch display and it has a large screen. This option works pretty well all the times. So because of this awkward position of this button at the top, the lock button, it is impossible for you to use this lock button at all the times. Moving on to the tip number 2, it has gesture mode options other than double tapping options. So let's lock the screen and see what's the gesture mode really works like. So if you want to open any other app such as camera, so drawing C on the lock screen will open the camera app. It works all the times and I really like this feature, and it works lightning fast and the snaps are really good. So if you're in the certain agency, you can use these apps, and there are pretty much other options also available in gesture modes. Let's check that. Going into the settings, go to Zen Motions, and after that you will see this touch gesture option. It is defaultly turned off, so turn it on. After turning it on, please select the touch gesture option, and you will see these lot of options are available in this particular touch gesture. So by default it will be turned off, the screen off gesture. So I'm turned it on already. As you can see, the shortcuts icons in the lock screens are already turned on. So there are pretty much a handful of shortcuts are available like W, S, O, C and Z like options are available. So already I've used C to unlock the camera app, and you can use S for turning on the selfie in lock screen. By default this has been assigned to some other apps, so you can also change that particular symbol for your desired app when third-party apps are also available. So after turning on Z, I'm just selecting some third-party apps like WhatsApp. So let me select WhatsApp for this time, and if you draw Z on the screen, it will open WhatsApp. Let's check that. So I'm drawing Z and it will automatically opens WhatsApp. So it could be configured. So moving on to the third shortcut, even though the Zenfone comes with some heavy storage options, it is always safer to move the apps data and apps to some SD cards. And for doing that, you have to go to app section, and by selecting each app separately, you can see these options are available. So you can able to move the apps to SD card. Our fourth tip is notification toggle. It is a shortcut to go to notification. Because of its 5.5-inch big display, it is very much hard for small and people. Even I can't able to reach the notification toggle by going on top. So for accessing that, what you can do is you can just slide from the middle or bottom of the screen 2 times to access these icons, and it's very useful for most of the people. So moving on to the next tab, the fifth tips which you are going to see is the screenshot. So many people will be asking me how to take the screenshot with this new Zenfone. So by pressing the volume button and the power button, you can able to take the screenshots as it's normal in most of the other mobiles. So there are other shortcuts available where you can go to the settings, and going into Asus customization option, you can select this recent app key, and by changing that you can able to see these 3 options were available. And by default it will be selected for using this shortcut icons for opening this manage home button, and you can turn that different upon your usage. And you can also check the screenshot file format from JPG to PNG, and depending upon usage you can use that. By selecting the second options in recent app key, you can able to use the tap and hold for taking screenshots, and I have selected that. So let us adjust the option. So if you tap and hold the screen, it will take the screenshots. This is really the best option to take screenshots in a flash, and this works really fine. The image is also really good. You can share that with your friends for your usage. Moving on to the next tip, the 6th one. After going into the default app drawer, you will having multiple options to arrange your icons. So I have arranged this in folder options, and if you want to change this, there is a shortcut for doing that. So after going into it, by selecting this, you will be able to see all downloaded, customized and frequently used apps, and you can use these 4 options to use depend upon your usage. I've used by customized apps, and let's try all. So this is the default app which we will be seeing this in normal stock Android. So by using this downloaded option, only downloaded apps will be displayed, and by selecting the folder options, you will be able to see those options, and widgets options is also there at the top, and by selecting the apps you can go into that. So moving on to the next tip, if you want to search any other app, there is a search options at the top. You won't find those options in the normal stock Android. Our 8th tip is this ZenUI as a built-in lock app options available. By going into this option, you will be able to see those apps will be locked automatically by using these options. So you can use that option to lock any of a personal app, and it is supported by CM security, so that works pretty well. I have tested. Our 9th tip is pretty useful one. So hiding the apps, even after locking the apps, the app won't disappear on the screen. So if you want to hide any particular app, this option will be useful. So after selecting the hide option, you will be able to select these apps which you want to hide. So selected app will be hidden. So if you want to see the app again, go to hide apps again. You will see this new symbol is at the bottom, and going into that screen, the hidden apps will be displayed. So unticking that and making it available again, it will rearrange it in the normal app drawer. So you can also able to see the 10th option is the grid size. So depending upon your usage, you can check with different types of grid size and make use of this. The ZenUI has a lot of customization that eats up a little bit of RAM usage also. The 11th tip is going to the manage home option. So scrolling down from top, you will be able to see the manage home option is available. So it's pretty easy and it works really smooth. So it has a lot of options for preference, effects, and going into the settings. So you can also able to see the transaction effects will be changed from here, and you just play around with it and you will find some cool effect for you. And moving on to the next option, that is the 12th one, you will be able to see some icon packs are available. So it came with some pre-built icon apps, and you can also download some apps from internet. Moving on to the 13th app, what the 13th tips will be, you will be able to see these theme options are available, so you can download from ASUS. Moving on to the 14th tip is you will be able to see that we are using app drawer for ZenUI, and if you don't want to use ZenUI, by going into this option, you will be able to select this first layer, one layer option and 2 layer option. So after selecting the 1 layer option, you won't be able to see any app drawer that is comes with this ZenUI. So it will be flat, and all the apps that are downloaded and pre-installed will be available in just one screen, and no app drawer will be installed. So if you want to go back again, you can use the same option, and by selecting the second option, that is 2 layer option, you can use this what do you call that app drawer, and depend upon your taste, you can shuffle with these options. So play around with these quick tips and tricks that we have provided. If you want us to know any other tips, do let us know in the comment section below. More unboxing and review videos are coming up on the channel, so do subscribe to the channel and stay updated with all those videos in the upcoming days. And if you like this video, hit like button and share with your friends. Hope to see you in my next video. This is the M signing off.